Hello everyone. Um, in this particular video, I'll be discussing basics in Microsoft Excel. Okay. Again, this is part of the topics under IT, um, application tools in business. Okay. And I'll be discussing spreadsheeting topic and MS Excel in particular. Okay. So this is actually my first video in MS Excel, and this video is being designed for beginners in Excel. Those individuals who are not yet familiar with Excel. Alright? Okay. Now, here, I would like to give you an idea as to how Excel looks like. Alright? So, when you open Microsoft Excel, it looks like this. Alright? And I'm using tutorials point for this particular picture. An MS Excel window is composed of number one, this one, help button. When you click this help button, it gives you the right to ask anything about Excel, and MS Excel will give and answer all your questions. Okay, so this is quite so helpful when you're beginner. Okay, you don't have any idea yet about how to make use of Excel, how to create formulas. You can make use of this button at the upper part of this one. This is not included here in the labeling. This is control menu bar, and actually control menu bar is composed of four buttons, and along the way, the second button, we have this virtual button. When you press a particular button, maximize button, for example, this one, uh, uh, it will be deactivated and being replaced by restore button. Okay, so there are actually four. Number one is close button. When you click close button, the window of MS Excel will be closed, because control menu bar uh, um, controls the appearance of the window, right? So when you click close button, it will close MS Excel, and when you click maximize button, it will gives you the whole view of the screen. This particular picture is using maximize button, and when you click again, restore, it goes back to the original size of a window. And when you click minimize button, it will disappear from the desktop, but then it's being placed at the taskbar. Right, so this is control menu bar. It controls the appearance of the window. The next part is this one, title bar. Title bar, by default, the title bar have this book 1 dash Microsoft Excel. Book 1 is actually the default file name of an Excel file or a workbook file. And once you save it and have your desired file name, that book 1 will be replaced by yours. Okay, so that's it. And the next one is ribbons. Actually, these are actually ribbons, right? And when you click, for example, file tab is composed of a lot of ribbons here, and ribbons are being grouped, okay, in accordance with its function. For example, bold, italic, underline, they're being grouped in one, because bold, italic, and underline manipulates the appearance of the text or a word, right? So these are actually ribbons, and these are actually commands that along the way you can use when you're trying to create a spreadsheet. And here, this is file tab, this is home tab, right? Insert, page layout tab, formulas tab, and so on and so forth. And every tab has its own commands and ribbons. And this one at the upper part, this is actually quick access toolbar. This is shortcuts for when you click file and look for save, right? So instead of clicking file and look for save or save as, you can click, you can make use of this quick access toolbars. You can open a new worksheet, you can, right, you can save, you can undo, you can redo, right? When you're doing something and you want to go back and erase the present thing that you're doing, it goes back to the first one, you can undo it. And once you redo it, it goes back again to your original session. right? So that's quick access toolbar. It's for shortcuts method. And the next one is this one. This is actually the working area of a worksheet or a spreadsheet. And this is the sheet area. This is a place wherein you are going to create formulas, you are going to type anything. Alright? And a worksheet is composed of a row bar, right? Labeled as A, B, C, D, E, and so on and so forth. And a column bar numbered as 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on and so forth. Okay? So that's it. Row bar and a column bar. At the bottom part, we have this status bar. And once ready is being printed, meaning Excel is now ready for anything. You can start encoding, you can start create formulas and anything. Alright? And the next part in here is view buttons. When you click this view buttons, actually by default, this is the normal view. And if you want to have this another view buttons, like for example, with view or anything, it will change the appearance of the window. Alright? And zoom controls, once you slide right and left this bar, it gives you the right to make your screen smaller in view or larger in view. Or when you click plus, it will increase the view of your window, and when you click minus, it will decrease. Okay, so more or less these are actually things that we need to know when we are going to use Excel, especially if we are beginner. Alright, and an intersection between a row and a column is called a cell. So this rectangular bar here is actually a cell, and this is an active cell. Wherever you can see this rectangular bar, that's an active cell. And once you double click that one, you can see a blinking vertical what is this, cursor, and it's an insertion point. And wherever is that insertion point, once you type in or create formulas, that will also be the location of your text or formula. Alright, so anyway, I'll be using Excel, and I'll show you the things that I did mention here. Right? So if you want to place this active cell to A3, so you'll be looking for cells, the intersection of 3 and E. So it's here. That's it. So that's how Excel works. Okay, that's how Excel works. And there are actually two things that we have to look into. Alright, number one is you can press tab key to move your active cell to the next cell to the right. And if you want to move your active cell down one at a time, you can use enter key or you can use the arrow keys. Okay, and you can move. That's one way of moving around the spreadsheet. Okay, and again, sorry, we have this, right, vertical scroll bar and horizontal scroll bar. Same with MS Word. And once you slide this one or this one, it will give you the right to see the entire layout or view of your screen. Okay, so you can use this up or down arrow key or this one, and it will slide. Okay, so I think that's it. And the next thing is how to enter values in Excel, right? How to enter a text. So we'll try to open an Excel file I have here. Okay, this one, and look at this. This is now an active cell, if you can see. This one, right? I can move that one up by using the arrow key, or down arrow key. I'm pressing the arrow key now, right or left arrow key. Or I can make use of the tab key, right, to move an active cell to the right. Or I can use enter key to move it down. So that's basically the main one of when you are going to use Excel. Alright. So a cell is an intersection between a row and a column. Now this particular cell is actually an intersection between row F and column 5, right? Because every time you include something, that something is being placed to a particular cell, and for you to know what is that cell, you have to take note of the intersection, and we call it as an address or cell reference. Okay, so for example, if I type Junel, so when I press enter K, my active cell goes down, right? And at any part, when I use right, this scroll bar here, okay, or when I'm going to slide the zoom window, right, okay, or it goes back to the normal view, no problem. But then the question is, where is my journal being placed? Alright, what cell reference or cell address? Journal is placed at F5. So when I click F5, I can see here the journal, and it's being placed at here, F5. This is the name box or the cell reference. Alright, so that's it. And here, how to enter values, for example. So say for example, we have this we have this shoes, for example. Alright, shoes is being placed at D5, and I want to move to the right by using the arrow key. I want to have 5,000 as what? The price of the shoes. Alright, so that's how to enter values in Excel. 5,000 is a numeric value, and Excel handles formulas. You can make use of this to create formulas. And shoes is actually a character value, and it's being placed on a different cell address. Shoes is located at D5, while the price is located at E5. Okay, that's how the entering of values in Excel. Right, and here, moving around, like I said, you can move around by using the mouse or by using the arrow keys, right? Basta the movement is from cell to cell, or you can use the mouse and make use of the vertical scroll bar and the horizontal scroll bar here, and you can then move around the working area of a spreadsheet. Okay, and the next topic that I'm going to discuss is how to save a workbook. By the way, this is a sheet, alright? This is a sheet, and a sheet is part of a workbook. In fact, the file name here is book 3, meaning this is workbook number 3, and a workbook may composed of several sheets or worksheets. Now in this particular example, I have two sheets in here, this one and this one, right? So we'll try to open another workbook just to emphasize the thing. Say for example, if I'm going to start Excel, click Excel, right? And after clicking Excel, you'll have to wait for a few seconds, and I have now this one. I can click this blank workbook, right? This is a workbook. I'm opening a workbook, and a workbook is composed of sheet 1, and I can add several sheets, right? I can have as many as I want, and each sheet is capable of holding several formulas, several data, right? That's how powerful is an Excel. Okay, and how to save, because if you are working with sheet 1, right, and we are going to save this one, you're not actually saving sheet, you are saving a workbook. Okay, I'll be discussing how to add sheets, and I'll be discussing how to rename sheets in a few minutes from now. But how to save a workbook? Very simple. Click File, okay, and click Save or Save As, and then you'll be at here. You can choose, right, the folder that you wanted to save. In this particular example, I can have Documents as my folder. I'll be saving my workbook at Documents, okay. And then I'll say Junel Hilig as my file name. When I click save, Junel Hilig is being placed at document. And look at this, right? Instead of book 1, I have now Junel 1, meaning the file name of my workbook is Junel Hilig. So I'll try going to, right, and we'll try to look for what, my file. So it's being placed at documents, alright, and then try looking for Junel Hilig. So hit it. So this is my workbook, right? So when I'm going to click this one, this particular file will be open. Okay? That's how saving is done in Excel. You are actually saving a workbook, not a sheets. And a workbook is composed of several sheets. It's either a single sheet or many sheets, right? So that's it. And next one is how to create a worksheet. How to create. Once you open an Excel, it depends upon the setup or your version of Excel, but by default there must be 3 sheets. But in this particular Excel, I only have sheet 1. Okay, I only have sheet 1, and I can rename this one. How to rename a sheet? But prior to that, how to add a sheet? Okay, so if I need so many sheets, if I need 5 sheets or worksheets in a particular workbook, that in this particular example named as Junel Hilig, so I can click this add new sheet, right? And so I have now sheet 2, another sheet plus, and I have now sheet 3, another sheet, and I have now sheet 4, another sheet, and I have now sheet 5, as many as you want. And look at this, when I click sheet 1, this is a sheet. When I click sheet 2, another sheet. When I click sheet 3, another sheet. When I click sheet 4, another sheet. And mind you, you can merge and you can link the formulas of all these things and create something very nice, especially in accounting. You can create payroll inventory system using Microsoft Excel. Okay, so that's how to create a worksheet. All right, how to copy a worksheet. How to copy a worksheet. For example, here I am at sheet 1. All right, I am sheet 1, and I have here shoes. All right, and the price is 5,000, for example. Okay, here, look at this, 5,000. If I want to copy, because when I go to sheet 2, it is now a different sheet. When I go to sheet 3, it's now a different sheet. What if I want to have a copy of sheet 1? What I'm going to do? Point your mouse pointer here, right click, okay, and select move or copy command. Once you click this one, right, you can check this create a copy, right? I'm trying to, okay, select sheet 1 because what I'm going to copy is sheet 1. Create a copy and then click OK. And I have now a copy of sheet 1. This is sheet 1, right? This is sheet 2. Okay, sheet 1 and another copy of sheet 1 named as sheet 1 close and open parenthesis 2. It's a copy of sheet 1. So that's how to copy. Very simple. And another thing, how to hide a worksheet. If we want to hide something, how to do it, right? So going back to our Excel, if I want to hide, right, sheet 2 for example, all I need to do is right click, point your mouse pointer here, right click, and look for hide. Once I click hide, sheet 2 now is hidden. You cannot see sheet 2 here. Alright, I can even hide sheet 1, the copy of my sheet 1. Sheet 1 under close open parenthesis 2. Right click and hide. So all I have now are sheet 1, sheet 3, sheet 4, and sheet 5. Right, now how to unhide. Alright, we have 2 sheets hidden. How to unhide them? Same thing, right click any sheets, alright, right click and unhide. So once you click unhide, alright, you can select this one. Okay, and I have now sheet 1 close and open parenthesis 2. It goes back and restore. Right click again, unhide, and I can click sheet 2, and my sheet 2 goes back, and it's viewable. Okay, so that's it. How to delete? How to delete a worksheet? Okay, how to delete a worksheet? Very simple. Right click. Okay, if I want to delete sheet 1, right click this one, and then delete. Click delete, and I don't have any more a copy of my sheet 1. I can even delete sheet 3. Right click sheet 3, delete sheet 3, and click delete. And I don't have sheet 3 anymore. It's being deleted. How to rename? If I want to rename this one, and I want personalize and customize, same thing. Right click, okay, click rename, and I can name it to my name, right? And another sheet 1, another sheet 2, I can rename this, alright, to my name, and I can even rename all the sheets if I wanted to. Okay, so that's it. And question: how to close and open a workbook? Okay, how to close? This is a workbook, right? This is a workbook, and it is composed of several sheets. I have Junel, Hilig, Dignos, and sheet 5. How to close this one? Okay, you can go to File, okay, and click Close. And when you click Close button, want to save your changes, you'll try to click Save, for example. And I don't have my Junel Hilig workbook anymore. All I have is an Excel document or window. How to open a workbook? Click File, alright, click Open, and look for your desired workbook. In this particular example, I'll try to open my workbook, Junel Hilig. So when I click this one, it brings me to my workbook that I saved a while ago. Okay, so I think I'm done discussing the basics of MS Excel. I am hoping that on my next video we're all ready for the next topic. Okay, the encoding and the creating of anything relative to spreadsheeting. Okay, so I hope I was able to explain the basics of MS Excel, and if you have questions, right, please feel free to comment on this particular video, and I'll be willing to create a separate video for you. Thank you so much for watching this video. God bless you. God is good.